Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's broadcast on, Vito.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Nah, I don't think so. I'll check in a minute. I don't know. Everybody else here be fine, right?
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes
no
out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, tripping.
Yeah, boy, that boy threw that thing straight to me, boy.
The 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I feel right now.
Now they try the right side here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
You got a point there. You got a point there.
Here now, 3rd and 2.
4 down. Let's go, 14.
Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down.
For Ole Miss. Was he away from Ole Miss?
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT.
Hey, Panera, Campbell,
still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going into the defense? Thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points.
And a loose football.
Woo! Big hits. Big hits.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yeah.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be
sometimes, but that body fat shit ain't good though. He just like he needs some body fat. Like, that 1%, nigga.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And brought down before they're inside the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Oh, shut up. That's one play. He got some Lewis there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is
he don't want to be there no more. Yeah.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Come on, bro. Pick the ball off. What the fuck, man?
The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Hello.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Oh, yeah? Somebody took you to take it on
time. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Chiefs spring on their field goal.
Any job, though.
This a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. Back now to Charles Davis on Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
How much they talking about?
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Man. He's super ass.
2nd down, Flacco now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side.
Oh, give me that.
Quarterback, he's going to put him on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Listen, bro, they about to make me struggle with this shit, bro.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
What are you doing over there?
It's caught inside the 30.
Cannon. It's a cannon.
KD Cannon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
He tried.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
You know what he was doing, bro. What he doing? I thought he got called timeout.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flacco here on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
What the?
On third down, it's Hines, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Is she getting surgery or something on her eye?
So here's a 1st and 10
She getting surgery on
at
her
the
eye
38.
or something like that. It ain't nothing major. It's just a little something small.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Nah, not all that. Not all that. But if I wanted to, nigga, I could. That's my wife. If I wanted to.
Flacco. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught at the 20.
Yeah, I mean.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Yeah.
A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Oh, I ain't know y'all was talking about. I ain't know you was talking about eating ass, but you know, if that's your wifey and that's your swag, then you know, I mean, it is what it is. Can't knock it.
They've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's a cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Got it.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to air one out.
They is cheap for this nigga, bro. God damn, it's a pick. Pick this shit out.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31
This
now
nigga
on
really
1st and
considering
10.
hitting the flag on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Dalvin Tomlinson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
This nigga punting on 3rd down, bro.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Flacco from the gun. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. On 1st down, Flacco. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post.
What do you do?
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10 here for Flacco. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And Nelson's got it here right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go pass again with Flacco. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gonzalez puts this one. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. To throw on second down. Wilson underneath for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
19.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Johnson.
Man, he just ran right through him.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go. Let's go, 14. 4 down, 4 down. Fair.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Tempo.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back. Complete.
Oh, come on.
Unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
From the gun, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. Yeah. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Flacco. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. Fighting through.
That's some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit.
All the way home for a Broncos score.
That was
Brandon
bullshit.
Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He's some green beans. He's some green beans.
That nigga just scored. That nigga just scored on some bullshit. 17-10.
You're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
3rd.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
50-50 loss versus
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties?
Every time I get forced loses losses in the field.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
Oh, go over there and get that ball. Go over there.
And incomplete.
I hate playing against niggas like this. I should already have. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't have team.
And brings up 3rd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
It should have been a pick. It shouldn't be. He should have had his hands on the fucking ball, bro.
Now Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I like when you do that shit.
They can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun, pushing through the contact. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
God
now,
damn!
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Flacco.
Crazy, man.
He's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to settle them up.
I'm getting a win behind that. The wind's going towards me.
We're back now in KC. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin.
He be on late, Vic. He be on like at 12 o'clock.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Gonzalez is good.
Yeah,
and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
How long does one? Like 64, 63? I think MVP got the record. He got like 67
They
yards.
begin the drive with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than
run that
ready
play
for
all
it.
the time.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
You ain't want to give nothing up. Nope. Too late.
Wilson now throwing again. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now he'll let it go deep left side.
And
it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And
he got 500 yards to the offense. I can't believe it. That's like he's happy as hell about that.
That one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
But it ain't, it's a waste of time. You beat him, it's like, okay, he beat Bob Rachel, so what? If he beat you, now you got to hear him talk shit.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Rock it.
They run with Hines. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Steps away to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
One left, one left. Right, 380. Deeper. 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. One left. All day, every day.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
14.
Throwing now is Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He gets it left side of Johnson. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ooh, my farts smell like them tacos I ate earlier.
Let's go, 14.
What kind of tacos you have, guys?
Now Wilson on second down. Oh, he dropped
come
it.
on.
They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie
That nigga was moving slow as hell. That's my fastest receiver, and he was moving slow as hell.
The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your
damn, he going in on you.
you're going to be all right.
That nigga's going in on you. He happy.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.